Have you ever found a cache in a cemetery before? Well, it turns out in Colorado, there's a whole series of caches called Spirit Quest. There's hundreds of them all across the state. I'm in a little cemetery near Araba, Colorado. It's in eastern Colorado, out on the plains. And there's a cache here. I'm going to take a look for it today. The hint says it's 6 feet up, which means it must be in one of these trees here. In this case, this one is pretty easy to find. I've come to another cemetery in eastern Colorado near the town of Vona, and this is home of another Spirit Quest cache. A lot of times these little cemeteries are outside of town half a mile or a mile or so, and that's the case here. It's very peaceful out here by this nice trees and just a nicely well done cemetery, well kept up. The cache is pretty easy to find. I've already found it. Let me show you where it is. Right there, just outside the cemetery. I have arrived at another cemetery cache, another Spirit Quest cache in eastern Colorado. Another nice little cemetery on the outskirts of town, away from the town by maybe half a mile. Another nice quiet place. As usual, the cache is actually just outside the cemetery. So let's go find the cache now. I think it's by this not so healthy looking tree. Oh, there it is, right there. I have arrived near ground zero of another Spirit Quest cache. I like this cemetery. It's just outside of Burlington, Colorado. And another in the series of hundreds of Spirit Quest caches around Colorado. This is a pretty nice cemetery. I like this tree behind me. Over here on the other side, we have a crabapple tree, I think. Really nice flowers in it. The cache is by these hitching posts here, which I think is kind of interesting. Probably not too many horses get hitched here these days, but in 1910 it might have been fairly common. I'm guessing the cache is behind these rocks right here. There we go. This log looks like it has, tons of signatures on it. I suspect this cache has been here quite a while. I found another cemetery in my tour of eastern Colorado, except this one is actually just over the state line into Kansas. A little town called Canorado, right by the border between Kansas and Colorado, hence the name Canorado. It's another nice cemetery just outside of town, and another easy to find cache. Let's go take a look. Well, I've come to another cemetery here in Colorado, and sure enough there's another geocache here. Let's see if we can spot it. Oh, right here in this tree here. How nice. I've come to another Spirit Quest, this one in Yuma, Colorado. I seem to be on the wrong side of the fence, but it's easy to get through. Just have to spot the cache here in this tree somewhere. Well, the tractor has moved on. It took me a while, but I did spot the cache. And right here in the tree. I reached another cemetery. This one is just alongside the road here and pretty small. Let's go see if we can find the cache here. Most of the stones here are old, except for that one. I spotted the geocache just by the base of the fence on the edge of the cemetery. Right in there. Another peaceful cemetery, this one by Otis, Colorado. Well, I managed to get on the right side of the fence, but then it turns out it's actually one of these silver guys. Could have gotten it from inside or outside the cemetery. Sure, even visiting a cemetery can be fun. There's a geocache in almost every one in Colorado. There's over 500 of these Spirit Quest caches. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Caching with Cadgerman. We'll see you on another day of caching somewhere down the trail sometime soon. Take care, everybody. So long.